Welcome back to another episode of Jadugar, which in Mongolia. So the previous episode was absolutely stunning, absolutely fantastic. As always, we are building up some really cool stuff here with Tolui. We still haven't gotten to see the entire siege of the city that they are building up, but we are building up towards it because we did see how. What was it? Was it the Shang province? What was below it? The south? No, it wasn't Shang. It was like the south something. Either way, though, that province down south wasn't actually on their side, as they found out. So they thought that they were gonna be like, oh, an enemy of my enemy is my friend. But no, they weren't siding with them. So they are taking it by force. Right, we'll see how that's gonna go, but I'm sure that Tolo is gonna end up being successful because he needs to be for Shtara or Fatima's plan to succeed, right? He needs to be successful there so he can gain enough power so that the brothers are gonna want to revolt against him. So yeah, some crazy stuff in the previous episode. We also saw more of Boraqchin, right? And she is getting better because she got the entire Raja Stone, which is the Ox Bezor, I don't know how you pronounce it, but it's something along those lines, which is a medicine for whatever has been, what she's been taking, right? Which was basically poisoning her body. So this has been helping her getting better. And at the end of the episode, she called in not Sorgaktani. I keep wanting to say Sorgaktani. It's Turgene, right? So what's going to happen there? Turgene seems absolutely terrified. So I have a bad feeling there's going to be something bad. I have a bad feeling that Boraqchin ended up sussing out that Fatima is lying to her. And she's gonna take her out on Turgene. I guess we'll find out here in this episode. So if you wanna watch this, Uncut and Unblurred, as always on Patreon description. And let's go into Jadugar, which in Mongolia, episode 9. Was this the correct thing to say though? We'll see. Please don't be anything bad. 12:32. Here we go. The siege. How are you going to do that? How are you going to cross that wide of a river? Crossing a river, it's so hard. Was so hard back in the day. We have the Han River and the Yellow River. Sanfeng. Tengzhi. 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 Oh, I don't think that's gonna work for you guys. Wow! 150,000. Wow! Even the horse. Angry. Jada Stone?
ジャダミシって嵐を呼ぶんですよね。トルイ
ジャダ
様は何を
ミシ。
する気なんでしょう。
Storm is coming? Oh, that's so well animated. Snowflake. It's starting to snow.
雪だ。風も出てきた。
Oh, a storm is coming. A snowstorm.
テングリよ。我らの願いを叶えてくれるか。皆聞け。今すぐ塹壕を掘れ。嵐が来る前に人も馬も隠れろ。馬には覆いをかけて人もできるだけ着込むんだ。
They're setting up the defensive position, right? And just waiting for them to get worn down. The classic. Wow. Wow. 'They're ready. They are ready. Wow. That's crazy. The absolute devotion and faith to their customs. To the Tingri. Wow. The reinforcements? I think so. Wow.
よくやってくれたね。なんの。テングリが兄上の軍旗に味方したのです。俺は良い弟を持って幸せだ。
Oh, it feels really wholesome.
昔を思い出していた。ジンギスカンがまだ草原の長たちと争っていた頃、敵がジャダミシを使ったことがあった。しかし、嵐はジンギスカンではなく、敵軍の上に降りかかった。トルイ様を見ていると、まるで、将軍、よしましょう。
That's good. That's good for Fatima. That's the kind of thinking they want to incentivize. That's good if the subject starts thinking, oh, our general should be the one in charge, not the current person in charge. They seem like more fit to be in charge, right? That's the kind of thinking that is going to lead to a dispute and eventually a ruin of the empire. And that's exactly what Fatima wants. This is why we needed Tolui to get power, right? Now we just need people to start opposing Tolui as well. Yeah. Oh. Oh. It hurts seeing that kind of impressive architecture just burning like this, you know? Being lost forever.
巻狩りは大成功だったわけだ。 あブラルダイ。
おたいです、父上。
で結局俺は損しなかったが、一番の得もしていない。一番の得はどっちだった。
想起。Ooh, everyone's here. Look at Fatima in the back as well.
大勝利おめでとうございます。ボラクチン、元気そうでよかった。あなたにはお土産がある。そのうち届くから楽しみにしててね。宴の支度ができています。どうぞこちらへ。
ねえ大官、お土産って何？私にもある？
もちろん。
なんだろう。シラ。
What did the Boraqchin say to Torgene?
よ、久しぶり。
どうしてここに？
しばらくトルイ様のそばにいろって、ソルコフタミ様が。アリュエ、次はどこを攻めます？まずは都を作りたいかな。
バーティマ。はい、ドレギネ様。
今日はもう下がっていいわ。私の天幕にも来ないでちょうだい。
Okay.
ドレゲネ様、最近あまり話をし
It must have been something that Boraqchin said to Torgene. That's
な
why.
んだか私を避けてるみたい。
That must be the reason.
天幕にも来るななんて。大官。オゴタイとトルイがそれぞれの属領へ帰還する。そのさなか。
大根。
Whoa.
トレイ。大官、大丈夫ですか？大官、誰か
皇帝オゴタイは急な病に倒れた。
Oh. Whoa.
大官。きっと遠征でお疲れなのでしょう。大丈夫ですよ。
Isn't that really bad for Fatima's
嫌な予感が。何かが変な
plan?
気がする。ドレイちゃん、ちょっと来て。
Or are we thinking
大
that
官は毒を盛られた。
that's it? That Torgene did it?
今度は私の思い込みじゃないよ。ボラクチンが言ったんだもの。ドレイちゃん、あなたはボラクチンを助けてくれた。だから疑いたくない。どういう意味ですか？大カーンの症状、ボラクチンと一緒だった。鉱山の誇りの毒だ。そしてボラクチンが持ってた鉱山の誇りがなくなってたんだ。あれがあそこにあるってこと知ってる人は少ないよ。モゲ様、使って私は
Torgene is gonna be to blame. Torgene is gonna be blamed.
よかった。あなたじゃないね。
It was Torgene.
まだ弁明も何？いいよ、聞いた。
That's why Torgene. That's why Torgene is trying to distance herself from Fatima, right? It's because she doesn't want people to think that that Fatima could have done it and Torgene did it. But why? Is it for? There are two options. Whether there's either a plan that they want Ogade to die because they genuinely think that's going to help their cause here, which I don't think that's the case because Tolu is going to take his place and then it's going to cement Tolu's power. Or the other case, which I think is more probable, is that now that he is poisoned, Fatima can be the savior. Fatima can come in and give him the Rada Stone and save him, right? But I don't know.
でもね、私頭は悪いけど、嘘ついてるかどうかはなんとなくわかるんだ。
I really like Moge.
迷子だな。あ、今本当かって思ったな。でもあなたじゃないとすると、ドレゲネってことになるな。
Yep. They found it. Here it is. She's being used as a sacrificial pawn. Fuck! She's being sacrificed. What's the plan? Is it actually to give Fatima more power?
ちゃん、ドレゲネが鉱山の誇りを持ってた。今は取り調べのために拘束されてるって。ドレゲネ様。嘘。どうして？
It's a plot, yes, but
でね、ドレイちゃん。あなたに頼みがあるんだ。
save Ogedei.
ボラクチン様の天幕。入って。失礼します。
ファーティマ、よく来てくれた。お前を呼んだのは他でもない。
Save Ogedei.
大官を助けてほしいのだ。
お医者様はなんと。
医者はドレゲネが接近したかもしれなくてな。今は誰を信頼してよいかもわからないのだ。
I mean, this was definitely part of Boraqchin's plan as
助
well.
けてくれ。頼む。
Probably. I think it's part of what she said to Turgene.
確かに。この症状は以前のボラクチン様と同じ鉱山の誇りの毒で間違いないようです。もう半分以上使ってしまった。私があなた様の新たな邪大師となりましょう。
Jadastone. I called it the Radastone
ボ
earlier.
ラクチン
Jada.
様、一つ伺ってもよろしいですか？
なんだ。
ドレゲネ様はどうして大官に毒など。
そうか。ドレゲネはお前の主人だったな。さぞ驚いていることだろう。だが、あの女は愚かだ。あれは以前から大官への恨みを公然と口にしていた。そこにお前という知恵を得て、この強行に及んだのだろう。きっと最後には、お前に全ての罪を着せ、逃げるつもりだったのだ。
まさか！ありえません。
なぜそう言える？
だってあの方は私に何でもお話しくださいました。あの方がずっと胸の内に抱いていること。
Yeah, it's definitely not the
愛
case.
している人たちのことも
I think she's trying
抱え
to.
続ける光も。
本当にそうかな？
I don't know.
パーティマ、お前はソル国谷のところからやってきた。そんな素性のお前をやすやすと信用するほどドレゲネはお人よしではない。思い出してみなさい。あの女、怪しいところもあったのではないか。
ドレゲネ様、まさか。
No, definitely not. Boraqchin is trying to manipulate you.
この石を砕いて毎日大官に飲ませてください。もし足りなかったら別の邪大師を探してください。できればこれと同じ色合いの石を。
ああ、礼を言うぞ。兄上が倒れた？
Oh, what a
病
scene.
状は治るんだろうな。
It's so well
何の
directed.
病気かは分かりませんでしたが、東西の医者を集めて治療しているそうです。すでに回復の兆しもあるとか。そうか。ボラクチン大加点はカムを呼んで祈祷をするそうで、トルイ様にも立ち会っていただきたいと。分かった。すぐ行こう。
待ってトルイ。
ソル国谷。
なんだか引っかかるわ。急な病なんて。シラ、ファーティマはなんて。
それが。
外国の医者に頼ってばかりではよく思わない人も多い。だからモンゴルの伝統にのっとって祈祷もしておきたい。そういうことだそうよ。
なるほどな。
ソル国谷様に伝えて。ご安心ください。ボラクチン様は聡明で信頼できるお方ですわ。確かに ボラクチンカトゥンは聡明な方だと聞くわ。
I don't see the play
心
here.
配しすぎだ、ソルコクタに。祈祷だぞ。初めから疑ってどうする。兄上は戦でも天狗が味方したお方。今度もきっと天狗がお守りくださるさ。
初めから疑ってどうする。それもそうね。ファーティムが言うのだから信じましょう。
What is the plan? And where did... I'm so curious.
ジュソだなんて軽々しく言うんじゃないよ。
Because it doesn't seem like Fatima is trying to advance her standing with this.
この騒ぎの中ならなんとかなるかしら。
The exorcism. Boraqchin?
つまり大カーンのお子様かお孫様か、あるいはご兄弟。
He's gonna do it.
なら、俺だ
Yeah. He's gonna do it without a question. He seems like the type. He really loved his brother. Loves his brother.
天狗よ。もし罪によって兄上の魂を連れ去ったのなら、あなたはもっと罪深い魂をご存知のはず。兄上より多くの敵を殺し、多くのものを俺は奪った。いや待てよ。天狗が才能を見込んでおそばに召したとも考えられるか。ま、その場合でも俺ですね。
You gotta respect Tolui. To some degree, right? Wow! Bro. Wait, I kind of want to see what did they use? Which characters did they use? Oh, Tengvi, the character used for Tengvi is just 10. It's just Tien. It's just sky. That's crazy, or heaven if you want. Okay. Anyways, this was a crazy episode. So holy, it seems like, so is the plan here, because I'm sure that Boraqchin came up with this entire plan here, right? And she told it to Turgene, right? Turgene is now being kept a prisoner. Boraqchin even went out of her way to try to sacrifice herself. I'm sure that she talked to the people performing the exorcism to speak up when she's going to try to sacrifice herself, and then recommending a relative to sacrifice themselves. And because they knew that Tolui would be the one to sacrifice himself. Now, I don't know exactly what's in that water basin. Is it like just water that's believed to have an evil spirit sealed within it, right? Or is it actually something that's going to be lethal? I'm not sure. It seems pretty viscous, but also it could just be the animation. So I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if it's guaranteed to kill him. That would be a different form of weakening the empire, right? As opposed to weakening the empire by, you know, making some big commotions and, you know, weakening the bonds between the brothers and stuff like that. They're just straight up killing the strongest brother, right? And weakening the empire that way. Interesting. I mean, that makes sense because Tolui is just way too good and way too capable, right? So I guess it is a safe play of killing him off, right? But that's wild. That is wild. I think the Empire does lose all of its confidence. I feel like Ogedei just isn't confident and charismatic enough to lead the Empire by himself without Tolui by his side, right? So we'll see. We'll see how it's gonna go. I thought initially that they were doing one of those things where Fatima is going to be the rescuer of the Great Kha'an, and thus she's going to gain even more fame and I guess even more legitimacy, right, in a way. And she's gonna gain more power, and maybe that's going to help her have more influence in the empire and stuff like that. But no, it seems like that wasn't the plan. The plan, it seems like, was to kill Tolui this way, or to make Tolui sacrifice himself. That is crazy. We'll see what's gonna happen, alright? This is so interesting right now. I hope Toragene is gonna be okay. I really like Toragene, right? I really hope she's going to be okay. But if this was all a plan of Boraqchin, I also wonder why. Because does Boraqchin also want the empire to fall? I don't know. Maybe. Yeah, we'll find out. For now, I'm gonna end it here. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.